We talk sports, we talk news, inform you who win or lose. It's 2Dawgs, Drone and Yo. We about to start the show. Talk sports then. 2Dawgs, 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 sports talk show. 2Dawgs, 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 sports talk show. 2Dawgs, 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 sports talk show. 2Dawgs, 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 sports talk show.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show coming at you here on this lovely Tuesday day. It's supposed to be windy here. It's windy out there in T-Town, but it feels good. They talking about storms and everything else, man. You know, I was just weather just getting one, but this is tornado season for.
It's springtime in Oklahoma, bro. You know, it might be 30 degrees one day, it might be 80 degrees the next day. You'll never know what to expect. You don't know when to put up your coat or to pull out your shorts.
Hey, it's Oklahoma. But you're on the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show here on this Tuesday on KBOB 89.9 FM. And you can stream us live at KBOB899.com. You can catch us on 2Dawg and the KBOB 89.9 FM Facebook pages. You on here with Drone and Yo. We have a hot show for you tonight. We have Coach Robert Allison of the Memorial Chargers and creator of the 918 League. He's going to be on here today. He's going to be live in studio. And he's going to be talking about this new league that he has for college students that he's starting this summer. And we're going to talk a little bit of draft because, the draft come up this Thursday.
Yeah.
But, how was your weekend?
I went to a wedding. Congratulations to Lawana Washington. She got married. Small event, but she fed everybody and they didn't even get to eat, bro.
See, hey, I feel you. I didn't get to eat at mine either.
Man.
I think we probably ate for a couple of seconds and we was out. But, food was put up for us, and so we took some food with us. But even on our wedding night, you want to know what we did?
What?
We went to the hotel, checked in, and then went and seen Fighting Temptations that night. So I don't know, man, we were just trying to figure out, man, how we could relax because we were just tired.
Yeah. We
was tired, man. So we did that, and then we went to Florida. So it was cool, man. I don't have any complaints about it, man. It went real well, so we've been married. It'll be 18 years this year.
18.
Man,
that's amazing.
18 years, man, and I love it. Marriage is what you make it.
Yeah.
It's not all bad. It's not all cookies and cream neither.
Yeah.
But it's not all hate and fussing and fighting and dislike and slamming doors and all that. It's about what you make it.
Yeah.
And if you want to be happy and you want to make it happen, you got to learn how to compromise.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to say I'm sorry. You got to learn how to apologize. You have to be able to swallow your ego.
You hear that, fellas? Swallow your ego.
And it's not easy. Sometimes, I get mad and I know I'm in the right. And sometimes God will tell me, say, hey, go apologize. Well, why do I got to apologize?
To be the bigger person.
Yep. You got to show the example because you're the man. It don't matter whether you was right or whether she was wrong or whatever. You go apologize and show that you're an example.
See, I'm a little bit different, yo. Because I really don't get mad. I really don't get angry. So I'll let a whole bunch of stuff wash over, and you'll be like, "Oh, well, I can do this, and then I can do this, and then one day I'll snap."
See, and that's not good.
That's just how I am, yo. You know, until you actually press my buttons and hit the combination a couple of times, and you got it right. But you got to do it a couple more times for me to actually get upset, to actually show emotion. Because I can let it wash over me. Because, you know, my dad was probably the coolest cat I've ever met. Super cool. I only really saw him get mad twice.
Oh, I see my dad get mad. Oh, more than twice. He'll get mad at me on more than one occasion. But, you know, my dad never, he was always fair. He was always just, you know, even though he was mean or whatever, he always should tell us, I believe you until you give me a reason not to.
Yeah. Well, mine was, my dad was, you tell him what you want, he'll tell you what he can do for you. You know, you had to bargain. You're not gonna always get it your way. Now, if I went and got backup, went and got moms. See,
that was my bargain chip.
Yeah,
it wasn't no bargaining. It was like, Dad, Mom said. You know, I figured out growing up. You know, don't just come and ask.
Yeah,
you go ask Mom, and the mom gonna say, go ask your dad.
Yeah, and
so when you go to your dad, you got to present something.
Yeah,
and so what we presented was, Dad, Mom said.
Wooty.
Yeah. And normally when you say Mom said, Dad said, okay. Now, it didn't always work.
But it worked most of the time.
Yeah, but 95% of the time it worked. And I was a baby too. So, you know, people say I got away with everything. They say I was spoiled. I say I was just loved. That's all. I was just loved.
Well, I'm the oldest. So I saw it from the other spectrum. You know, when I first bought my first pair of $100 shoes, I was told to take them back.
Oh, no, hold on. I can beat that one. I got my name cut in the back of my head.
Okay, like high school?
In high school.
Okay.
I got my name cut in the back of the head. You know, our partner, you know, went to school with Thomas Roach.
Yeah,
you know, he cut my name in the back of the head. I thought it was tight. Had Watts in the back of my head. I went home. Pop seen it. He said, what you doing? I said, what's wrong? You need to get that out your head. Why? He said, because you represent me. What? My name is representing you. And say Watts.
Yeah, it ain't like it was something messed up.
You want to know what I got?
What?
You better not come in this house the next day with that in your head. I don't care if you got cut all your hair out. I started crying, man, because my hair was my joy.
Yeah.
I started crying. Mom didn't protect. Mom just said, hey, ain't nothing I can do. So I had to go in there, go to Thomas, say, hey, man, I got to get this cut out of my head, man. I'm sorry. Dad told me I better not come back in the house. I ain't got nowhere to go. So, you know.
I got a nice bed at the house with a TV.
Yeah.
Now you want me to sleep outside?
Yeah. I came home, had to get all my hair cut off, man. I was sick. Then I paid $20. I paid back. You remember back in the day when your paint drawings and stuff on your pants was in.
Yeah. This early 90s for y'all youngsters.
Yeah, I had a partner draw his tail off. So I paid him $20 to do my pants.
Yeah.
Pop said, I don't know where you're gonna wear them pants at. It was nice, man. I had my picture on there, had the city of Tulsa on there. It was nice. He said, I don't know where you're gonna wear those at. What you mean? You're not wearing them. Why not? Because you represent me. What? You just wasted your $20 then. I said, ain't this about one? I was sick, man. I was sick.
Well, my mother told me I was need to take the shoes back. My dad stepped in and said he worked for that money fairly. We ain't got a job, clocked in and out. He went and bought those shoes. He can have those shoes because he bought them with his own money.
I ain't that. Okay, now if I bought some with my own money, that's different. But when my dad had to buy me shoes, man,
he had a limit.
No, I didn't have a limit. He bought me plastic shoes. One pair of shoes. He bought me the imitation Converses that they had the little orange and blue stripe around it.
Yeah.
That you got from the grocery store.
Yeah, the shoes on the hook.
Yeah, he bought me some of them, man. I went home crying. I said, Mama, look what Daddy bought me. That next day, Mom gave me a limit, but she allowed me to go buy some more shoes. Yeah. So, hey, I was like, hey.
You couldn't come to school with those on.
Oh, no. You
got roasted.
Oh, no. But it's time for What Do You Think?
What do you think?
And what do you think today is, what do you think it would be like if LeBron James was white? If Colin Kaepernick was white? If Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, if these folks was white? How do you think the response would be to them by what they're doing now and what they did back then, the stance that they made, the things that they did? What do you think the response will be? You look at LeBron James. This man has did pretty much everything right. He make one post, don't double down. He takes it down because he didn't have all the information, so he takes the post down. And everybody is crucifying. You got a bar owner in Cincinnati saying he's not gonna play no more NBA games as long as LeBron is not kicked out the league.
Yeah.
All this people going off on Colin Kaepernick, and people was tripping about Muhammad Ali in the Vietnam War, and everybody else. What do you think the reaction would be to these folks if they were white?
Well, this is a very difficult question because I think for one part, especially Jim Brown and Muhammad Ali, they stood for stuff that no one else stood for back then. A lot of them cats was happy just to be working or playing a sport. They went to the next level. You're talking about some of the great stuff when you talk about Jim Brown and Muhammad Ali. You're talking about two of the biggest, especially to our parents' era. Those were the superstars.
So, but my thing is, if they were Caucasian, would they have got the same response that they're getting now? What type of response you think they would have got?
I think it would have been a very different response because they would have been saying stuff that wouldn't have been out of the norm for a white person to have been saying at that time. For Muhammad Ali to speak out against the Vietnam War and actually put his career on the line and didn't want to go to the war and lost his title and stuff over this. That was his career, bro.
Do you think they would, if he was Caucasian, do you think they would have went so far as to where he had to lose his title and had to miss out on 3 years of the prime of his career? Do you think he would have been ripped away?
If he was white, I don't think he would have.
So you think he would have been allowed to keep his belt, still allowed to fight?
Right.
The whole nine.
The whole nine. Just because he would have been the white boy, he would have just had a different opinion, but they wouldn't have tried to crucify him like they did Muhammad Ali.
Do you think they would have listened to him more? Do you think they will listen if Colin Kaepernick was Caucasian, and if LeBron was Caucasian? Say Larry Bird was LeBron. Do you think people would be saying the same thing that they're saying now, like shut up and dribble, or state of sports, leave politics alone? Do you think they will be getting crucified, or do you think people will listen more?
They probably would listen more. They probably would. Just to be honest, I'm glad this is one thing I can give Bron over Michael Jordan. Bron has any major event that has happened, you know how where LeBron stands on it and what he's done about it. From Trayvon Martin on down the line, you can tell that he's well engaged in.
But do you think, and what's up, Charles, of news you can use every Wednesday here on KBOB 89.9 FM from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's Charles of news you can use here on KBOB 89.9 FM. So back to the question. Do you think that if LeBron was Caucasian, that the reception would be different? Do you think that the bartender would have said, or the bar owner would have said, I'm not finna to play no more NBA games until he's kicked out the league?
No. I think if LeBron was Caucasian, he would be viewed differently, but I think he wouldn't get the near as much what's the word I'm looking for? Scrutiny as he gets because he's African American. I think if he was a Caucasian, he would get not near as much scrutiny. He wouldn't get any. I don't think he would get any. He'd be able to say what he want, and they'd just be like, "Oh, okay," and they'd keep it pushing. So, in your opinion, you think that the people would be more receptive? And what's up, Kenny Finley, class of 1992? 2Dawgs Central Braves, 2Dawgs. What's going on, Mr. Kenny Finley? Part of the 2Dawg family. He bought a T-shirt from us. Yeah, he's part of the 2Dawg family. Yeah. But so, in your opinion, you saying that if LeBron James, if Colin Kaepernick was Caucasian, the reception that they get and the stance that they make would be more accepted, yes, than they are because they're black. But my problem is that should not be. What's the reason because I'm African American, and whether I was Caucasian or African American, if I'm saying the same message and saying the same thing and everything is right, it should not matter what color I am. True, but let's take Colin Kaepernick. He lost the last 5 years of his career because of the stance he took. Now, he didn't get paid, but we don't get to see him on the field anymore because of the stance he took. And he got blackballed out of the league. And the NFL, that's why the NFL paid him. And they made such a big deal about him giving the opportunity to compete and get a job again because they know they did him wrong. That's how crazy 60 months has been for Colin Kaepernick. He went from a Super Bowl competing quarterback to being totally dismissed and out of the league and can't get a gig. And we got some cats in the league that don't even need to be getting a job but still got a job. Okay, so another question. We almost do what do you think? What if you switch it around? What if the things that they're fighting for was for Caucasians? Or for Asians, or for Hispanics, or for American Indians? Do you think they would have the same reception? Because would the response been different than it is now since they're fighting for equal justice and rights for African Americans? What say you? Yes, it would be much different. It would be looked at different. It would be critiqued different. Everything would be different. Just look at the world as it is today. We know we've had several mass shootings. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed if the mass shooting is usually in some crazy part of America and they capture him after he didn't kill 10, 15 people, but they capture him and have him in handcuffs and be walking him to the squad car? And then they actually take his picture. If that's an African American, he don't get that walk because he gets shot. If he was a mass shooter.
So what is it and we're still talking sports because sports can play a major part in change. What and people want to say, well, stick to just playing sports. No, sports can play a major part in change in this nation. So what is it that you think? You always hear the owners and players and coaches say, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I love African Americans. I support their cause. Yada, yada, yada. Roof, roof, roof. You know, what is it that you think they can do if they really mean what they say? What is it that they can do to help the cause?
Take it to legislation. Let's get some laws changed.
Yeah, my wife always say, if it's not in policy, it don't exist.
Right.
So if you don't have it on paper, it don't exist. Charles said we live in two different Americas. So different rules apply to two different groups of people. So you have one rule for one group, one rule for another.
And that is true. And
so what can the sports world do to try to rectify this and help this situation?
Help push legislation, help push reform on the police. I really think policing needs to be done totally different. It needs to be evaluated from an outside source, not from an inside source. Because to me, police is supposed to be protecting and serving the community. But as a black man, I don't feel that the police is there to protect him.
So what can the sports world do to rectify that situation?
Put a light on the situation. Able to go to legislation, Congress and senators, have them bring bills up to enforce what is really going on in the streets, what's really happening in our communities, to have policing addressed from the top all the way down to street level, to make it where we don't feel like we're a suspect as soon as we walk out of the house.
So do you think the owners of all these leagues, NBA, MLB, MSL, from all these leagues, do you think the owners are doing enough to change and to help the situation?
I think they could do more, but some progress is better than none. So
okay.
It's still going to be a work in progress. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be 2 weeks from now. It's going to take years in order to correct the problem. The problem wasn't created in a day. It won't be able to be fixed in a day.
Yeah, and like I always said, I feel that these owners, we want to enforce. We want people to get out and vote. We want to enforce voters' rights. I always said that I think a lot of these owners and basketball players, they make enough money that they can pull their resources together and rent out some buses, at school buses, charter buses, whatever need to be done to rent out to take people to register to get voted for vote. Also, if people don't have rides to go to the polls, they can take individuals, go pick up people door to door, however you need to do it. They take people to the polls so they can vote. They can open their arenas. A lot of these owners can open their arenas more. Whatever they need to do, they can do a lot more. We've always said that, and we always said that they don't do enough as professionals, owners, billionaire owners that has great influence. The influence that Jerry Jones have, the influence that Robert Kraft have, the influence that the Rooneys have, the influence that the Hunts have. And these are all football owners.
Yeah.
They have major influence in their cities, in their states.
and legacies.
Yes. Jerry Jones can get an ear quicker than J.J. Watt.
Yes.
Robert Kraft can get an ear quicker than Tom Brady.
Yes.
You know, you have the Hunts. They can get an ear quicker than Patty
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somewhere along the line, we have to do a lot more. We have to get the owners involved. The owners, like I said, you say that you support the cause. Now it's time to put your money where your mouth is, and that's the what do you think on the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show. This week. What's up, Mr. Molly? There's another family member of news you can use only on Wednesdays from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on KBOB 89.9 FM.
Yeah.
And we're gonna take a quick break here on the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show. We will have our special guest on the line when we get back, Coach Robert Allison of the Memorial Chargers and the creator of the 918 League. He'll be on here as soon as we get back on KBOB 89.9 FM.
P&J Publishing Incorporated announces a new book release, The Entrepreneurial Woman. The World is Your Playground by Angela K. Chambers, MES. Available right now for pre-order at payhip.com/B/NB_A_C. The book release is set to hit June 1st, 2020. If you're ready to publish your book, visit us online at www.pnjpublishing.com. Unleash that book that's inside of you with P&J Publishing.
Everybody's talking about you and her together.
Searching for ways to grow your business? Or perhaps you would like to invest in Tulsa's African American community? The Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce is a great place to start. The Chamber was created to serve and increase the visibility of needs in our community. It is an umbrella organization for local businesses, the Tulsa Juneteenth Festival, BWS for Black Women in Business, and the Grassroots Economic Development Fund known as BWS The Power Group. For more information about the Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce or to donate to the Power Group, visit bwschamber.com. Sickle cell disease is the #1 genetic blood disorder in the world that can cause many health complications throughout an individual's life. Over 1,700 people in Oklahoma live with the daily challenges of sickle cell disease. Thousands more carry the sickle cell trait.
Support as a family with sickle cell disease. It's an exclusive, comprehensive organization that serves Oklahoma's sickle cell community. Our mission is to effect systematic change in the areas of patient care, education, advocacy, and awareness, and to improve the quality of life for sickle cell patients and their families.
Supporters of Families offers programs such as mentoring, advocacy and family support, sickle cell camp, and much more.
We have 2 offices, one in Tulsa, one in Oklahoma City. You also can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then for more information, you can call 918-619-6174 or go to www.sicklecelloklahoma.org.
Tulsa Transit is excited to introduce the Route 969 Workforce Express Network. The new Highway 169 Corridor Job Shuttle, WEN, is a fixed route service offering access from North Tulsa and Turley. Stops include Macy's, Amazon, Whirlpool, and Port of Catoosa. Save time and money when you ride the WEN Route 969. And for your protection, buses are cleaned daily. Visit tulsatransit.org for more details.
How to order chicken wings. Number 1, find a good wing spot.
I know a wing spot, Max Wings.
Number 2, decide if you want a combo or if you want to order a la carte.
Huh? What's that?
Well, combos come with chicken, veggie sticks, fries, and a drink for a discounted price. A la carte means that you order each item separately.
Ah. Okay.
3, decide if you want bone-in, boneless, or cauliflower wings, and then determine the delicious flavor you want on your wings.
I didn't even know cauliflower had wings.
You learn something new every day. Have you been to Max Wings?
Yep.
Max Wings is located at 782 East Pine Street in Tulsa. We're open Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come to Max Wings, home of the dry rub fries.
If your credit starts with a 3, 4, 5, or 6, this is for you. Did you know that it's costing you to have bad credit? You can't get qualified for that house or apartment and you're paying high interest rates, along with paying high car insurance, and it may be costing you that job that you really want. What are you waiting on? Take more of a holistic approach. Pick up the phone and call the Credit Shiro at 832-642-1554 or text CAMP to 76626. With 13 amazing services, we restore and repair generations to come. Once again, call the Credit Shiro at 832-642-1554 or text CAMP to 76626. If you know better, you do better. Only the Credit Shiro can help you to save the day.
What's up, y'all? This is Charlie Wilson, and you listen to K-Bob 89.9 FM, Bobby Eaton Show.
Welcome back to the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show here on KBOB 89.9 FM. Also, you can stream us live at KBOB899.com. And then you can also catch us on the 2Dawgs Facebook page and the KBOB 89.9 FM Facebook page. Go and like our Facebook pages. We have a Twitter page. Go and like the 2Dawgs Twitter page. We also have a YouTube page. So a lot of times the shows are up within 72 hours from the last show that we had if we don't have any technical difficulties on our YouTube page. So go and subscribe and like the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show YouTube page. Tulsa Central Stadium Legacy Brick Project. We want to leave a legacy. You know, we Central Braves alumni. You know how we do. You know how we do. So we need y'all. We need y'all. All you all. We need you to go and purchase a brick. Everybody know that the new stadium is opening this year. They almost finished with it. The first game of the year at that stadium is supposed to be September 25th. 2Dawgs will be there
in the house.
Yeah. And we want y'all to purchase these bricks. All Tulsa Central Brave people, fans, former alumni. The bricks are 4x8 bricks. They are $60. You get 3 lines of text, a total of 20 characters per line. $60. We can come off $60. That's no problem. You know, to order this along with payment, send it to Tulsa Central High School football, care of head football coach, 3101 West Edison Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74127. Make checks payable to Central Booster Club. Let's go, Braves. We want to sell over 5,000 of these bricks that's going to go up at the new Tulsa Central Football Stadium. Let's leave a legacy. Y'all know how we do. We don't do nothing shabby at Tulsa Central.
Right.
So we got to do it right. Make sure y'all purchase these bricks. 4x8 bricks, $60, 3 lines of text, 20 characters per line. If you have any questions, call 918-833-8444. 918-833-8444 and talk to Kip Shaw. Or you can email him at shawcl@tulsaschools.org. shawcl@tulsaschools.org. All right, we got here and the place. What's up, Coach Harris? That's another one part of the 2Dawg family.
Yeah.
Coach Harris, assistant coach over for the Webster Warriors. Also, he's part of this 918 league, along with this awesome coach right here that we have with us, Coach Robert Allison of the Memorial Chargers. What's going on, Coach?
Hey, great to be here with you.
Wait. We state champion head basketball coach.
Okay, my fault. Okay, I fault. Let me rephrase it.
Yeah.
We got with us today four-time state champion head coach of the Memorial Chargers, Coach Robert Allison. How's it going, Coach?
Going great. Good to be with y'all. Wish it was 5-time, but we came up short this year, but got things rocking and rolling in the right direction for next season, and it's just great to be with you all tonight.
So you let's go ahead. You starting a legacy over that Memorial where you all are named. Basically, we're gonna have to call y'all basketball U because of Tulsa, because y'all trying to catch Booker T with championships and everything, and Central with championships.
Yeah,
over there. How does it feel to each year that you have an opportunity to win that state ball at gold ball?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing because we've had the right people. It's kind of just all came together at the right time. The Memorial was always competitive in the 70s. They got one in 74, and then they got another one in 94. And then they were always knocking on the door from 94 when it really got rocking and rolling till 2003. But then once that century turned, since 2003, Memorial and Booker T, nobody else in the state of Oklahoma has more than those two programs since the turn of the century. And the last decade, 2010, nobody's got more than us with what we've been able to accomplish. And it's the program before I stepped foot with it. I played there from 2000 to 2002, and then they had great players from 2002 to 2008, and I came back as an assistant. But it's just people, like you talk about bricks, man. People have laid down the bricks and laid down the foundation, and then it just kind of, we've had great administration, great support, great parents, and then awesome players that have bought into team.
So Memorial is your alma mater.
Yes, sir.
So because I know what it feels like when they mentioned that they was considering us if they get huddled over at Central to do play-by-play.
Right.
I know how we felt and what it made us feel like, to be able to do that for your alma mater. What does that feel like? How does that make you feel to be able to do that and bring these championships back to your alma mater?
It's special because anytime you can have a successful program, you feel, content in your professional life and everything. But the roots that I have with Memorial, not only roots from growing up and, seeing Memorial was my favorite team when I was a fifth grader. And then, it's been my favorite team basically my entire life since I started really keeping score.
So did you go to Bird?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I went to Key Elementary right across the street, then Bird, now Memorial Junior High. And then I just, I followed that line, the Tulsa Public Schools line. But I got so many great friends. I mean, it's either college coaches talking to me about my players, AAU affiliations, making sure my guys are good on my phone, or Memorial people, past, present, and future. That's my family. That's my niche. And I'll have call logs from guys I played with and guys I got to coach and guys I watched coach. So I'm kind of I put all my eggs in that basket. But like you said, the feeling that it's amazing because the roots to it and how many people I get to share with the success.
To know that you're the school that people come to if they're looking for players. Mm-hmm. Do that put more pressure on your shoulders? Do it put more responsibility on you to know that I have to be on my A game? Because not only are they looking at my players, coaches are looking at what I do to teach my players and what I'm presenting to them.
That's a great question. Great question, because it puts pressure on me when it comes to you pray and you do as best you can. They hopefully through you and their parents and the communication, and hopefully through them, because they're the players, that we all three line up and we get enough maturity and enough toughness and enough accountability that when you send them off to college,
that they're ready to handle it, because that is the biggest years of a young man's life to me. I mean, you got your formation years of, from being a baby to being a teenager, and then those teenager years of high school, you're forming what's important to you. But that age of 18, when you graduate high school, no matter what you choose, whether it be basketball or just once you graduate high school, 18 to 22 to 23 is so directional in your life. And you guys probably have seen people that what they choose those years set them on their trajectory for, and not only to be a professional athlete, which everybody'd love to be, but just to be a productive citizen and to be a person that can really achieve, whether they have obstacles to overcome in their life or whatnot. But 18 to 23, so that's the pressure. To answer your question, I hope that we've done enough that from the age of 18 to 23, they always got us. We love them, but we don't want them to come back unless they're coming back. Oh, we want them to come back regardless, but we want them to come back and have that sense of pride that, hey, I'm doing something. I'm going forward with this. I learned some lessons, because it ain't easy. It is not easy once they get into the real world, either playing college athletics or just becoming an adult. And so that's the pressure I put on myself to hopefully, through practice habits, school habits, life accountability habits, treating people with kindness and respect, and making the right smart decisions, because the talent will take care of itself if that other stuff is taken care of.
All right, Coach. You are pretty much when college recruiters come to Tulsa, Oklahoma for basketball players, there's 3 schools they come to look at: Booker T, Memorial, and Central. How does that feel to know that you are a college gateway for Tulsa, and the talent you can go see at the next level? You can see it at the Oklahoma States and at the D2 schools and around. So how does that make you feel to be able to see your legacy progress from when you got them at 9th grade to now they're 22, 23, and they might be going overseas to play ball or might be going to the NBA draft? How does that make you feel?
Oh, it's blessed, fortunate, and there's nothing better. I don't care what level it is, whether it be Caleb and Keelan having great success at OSU, or watching a kid play in the junior college regional tournament, watching a kid play NAIA ball for McPherson, Division II ball at Rogers State, Oklahoma City University. There is nothing more rewarding, and you get to watch these kids that like you said, that got to play as 9th graders, and you get to watch them play, and you get to truly be a fan and almost put a parent hat on. There's not pressure. You're not nervous. You're nervous for them because you want them to have success, but watching them play and get through, and what they've been through, because them as 9th graders, and sometimes them as 6th graders, Memorial Junior High, or it's beautiful. It's why you do it, because you remember them as that 6th grader, but you also like, oh, now he's a man now. And then when they come back from college and they're just looking you in the eye, and that, they're not, it's not like talking to your team. You're talking to a peer almost. It's beautiful. It's awesome.
Now you have 3 players that are elite players right now for their teams. You have Isaiah Thomas, he's playing defensive lineman at OU. Right. Slated as one of the top defensive linemen in college football.
Yeah.
You have the Boone twins at OSU. What does that make you? How does that make you feel to know that they're exceeding past the goals that you even dreamed that they can achieve?
Right. No, it's fun because when you say those 3, and we got so many players playing college basketball right now. It's been amazing. I think of Caleb Nero and Shamar Walker, also Corey Guest, and so my class of 2020, they're all playing. But with Isaiah and Caleb Boone and Keelan Boone, it's neat because when I saw them as 9th graders, I said, for Isaiah Thomas, we saw him running around, playing basketball, playing football, having talent, but you have a vision for him. Like, what's his apex? Like, what's the best version of him as a person with his smile, as a person with the way he can get along with anybody, and also he could be a beast. He could be a double-double on the basketball court. And I remember I was talking to the defensive coordinator at Memorial Football at the time, and I was like, there's a chance we could get, as a ninth grader, I promise you this, there's a chance that we could get Bob Stoops in here. Like, that's the kind of kid that Bob Stoops could come see. And lo and behold, 4 years later, Bob Stoops is in the building, shaking his hand. You know what I mean? So, and then when he goes to OU, you know, then you reset the vision. And like Caleb and Keelan, you reset the vision. You know, yeah, they could be in the Big 12. They could play Big 12 basketball. When you saw them as ninth graders, and they were awkward running around. And then, you know, you see them playing in the NCAA tournament, and you see Isaiah Thomas sacking the Texas quarterback. And then that's the next level of that. And you're like, oh, my gosh, they're just, you know what I mean? And, you know, maybe it was obvious because their talent is that great, but also they put in so much work. And their families put in so much commitment, and the teachers and administrators, and it's done as a unit. And but it's neat to predict that being the best case scenario, and then oh my gosh, the best case scenario is happening. Like the dreams do come true.
Yeah, and to be able to bring them back into the school that can talk to your players to say, hey. This is how they made it. This is how they did it. It wasn't you see the finished product, but before they got to the finished product, they was in the gym. Layups. Yeah, they was in the gym. They was working their tail off. They had to improve. They did whatever they needed to do to make it. And I look at Caleb and what happens if he come to you and say, "Hey, coach, we want to have my draft party inside the gym."
Oh no!
Because
it's on.
Because I look at what he did this year. I believe that's only a scratch of the surface.
Oh, no doubt.
And
they still make mistakes.
Yes. And what he gonna be if he keep working in which we know he's gonna do, where he can be and being that high draft pick from OSU. Even his brother, you know, because he gonna get more playing time next year. So and Isaiah's already on the road to making it to the NFL if nothing ever happens. Well, if they came to you and said, "Coach, we want to have our draft party here."
Oh, it's on. So I don't know if they choose that because I don't know if you can really party in Veterans Arena, but I think we'll be partying when that happens. But it's so neat to see them come back because they come back over Christmas break. And the guys that are playing for me now remember watching them when they were 7th and 8th grade, and then they see them come back and they're just cool with it. And they have pride in Memorial, which, you know, they tell the guys. Isaiah Thomas came and taught. We lost a tough game at the Norman tournament. We lose to Lawton Mack after we beat Lawton Mack the week before. And Isaiah Thomas is in the stands cheering. I mean, they're getting ready to play. Or they might have just played in the Big 12 championship. Anyway, Isaiah Thomas is cheering for us big time. After the game, he comes and sees the guys in the hallway, and he tells them, "Hey, and no matter you guys lost, but you didn't quit. You played like Memorial. You represented the program that I love." And you know, he just gave them, you know, quick little 2 minutes of encouragement and everything. And then the next thing you know, these guys are watching TV, you know, a week later, and Isaiah Thomas getting a sack, and they're like, "This is real."
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like Caleb Boone. Cade Cunningham's going to be the number one pick in the draft. And Cade Cunningham's talking to my point guard, Ty Frierson, and Braden Hubbard and Killian Spellman about Seth Pratt on, you know, stuff to do during Christmas break. And then a week later, they're watching the TV, and Cade Cunningham's throwing an alley-oop to Caleb Boone, dunking it on Texas. And so it just makes them realize, like, that's not that, you know.
Far away.
Yeah.
So what do you have? Let's talk a little bit about next year before we go to break. Our first break. What do you have coming back next year? What do you expect? You expect to win, but are you all young? You experienced? What do you have coming back next year?
This year was my youngest team we ever had, and with all the ups and downs with Corona and every coach in Tulsa. And every coach in general, I think we should all win Coach of the Year.
What having to deal with COVID?
Yeah, I mean, and just to finish the season, regardless, I don't care if you first place, last place. You finished a season. Everybody deserves a lot of credit, but we worked through it, and we had a real season through it. We went 18-4 and lost in the state quarterfinals to Ardmore. They got hot, and we lost in overtime. Is one of those things, but it could be the best thing for us going forward. The kids, the 5 kids on my team that got the most starts this year are all coming back. I've never had that.
Are they juniors? Are they juniors next year? Seniors?
3 juniors that started almost every game this year. They did start every game this year. We'll be back. And then 2 sophomores. One sophomore started every game, and the other sophomore started probably 20 of the 22. They're both back.
So you're still pretty young next year.
Yeah, I got 2. I'll probably start 2 juniors, and then I got 5 or 6 seniors, and then I got some good underclassmen because we had a quality JV season as well, and we got so that's 12 of our 15 lettermen back. So we got a good nucleus with our 2022 and 2023 grades, and we'll be ready to compete, and we'll be ready for a normal summer, as normal as can be. I mean, with people getting the vaccine and with summer ball happening, we didn't even get a summer last year. We didn't get open gyms. We didn't get summer league, team camps and all that stuff. And that's one thing I'm excited about when we talk about that League 918 is summer basketball didn't exist last summer, and it's going to for AAU, for Tulsa, just in general. So that's exciting for the kids because we went 5 months without.
But that's think about that. That's a little bit scary to know that your 5 starters pretty much are going to be juniors.
Though 3 will be seniors.
3 will be seniors.
Yeah, and 2 will be juniors.
And that's not including the underclassmen that's under them.
Right.
That has to play.
And I got some seniors that are going to be chomping at the bit to get even more playing time.
And you probably gonna have, and usually Memorial always has some height. This is one.
Yeah, we do. We'll have 6'7", 6'6", and 6'4" next year.
Woo!
We just got to get them in shape and get them going. Now we got a good unit.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be ready.
Yeah, ready. Ready's not the word.
Yeah,
they gonna be another squad. They have another squad.
Yeah.
But
the rim play too. I see that.
We'll be right back here on the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show here on KBOB 89.9 FM. Also, we're streaming live at KBOB899.com. We'll be right back with Coach Allison. We're going to talk about the 918 League when we get back here on 2Dawgs Sports Talk.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
Searching for ways to grow your business? Or perhaps you would like to invest in Tulsa's African American community? The Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce is a great place to start. The Chamber was created to serve and increase the visibility of needs in our community. It is an umbrella organization for local businesses, the Tulsa Juneteenth Festival, BWS for Black Women in Business, and the Grassroots Economic Development Fund known as BWS The Power Group. For more information about the Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce or to donate to the Power Group, visit bwschamber.com.
Advertise in the Tulsa Black-Owned Business Guide. It's a monthly publication reaching all of Oklahoma and beyond, giving exclusive content about your business and many businesses that are connected to you. Full page and half pages are available. Purchase and artwork are due on the 25th of each month. Visit us online right now at www.tulsabobn.com for more details, or email us right now at tulsabobn@gmail.com for pricing.
Sickle cell disease is the #1 genetic blood disorder in the world that can cause many health complications throughout an individual's life. Over 1,700 people in Oklahoma live with the daily challenges of sickle cell disease. Thousands more carry the sickle cell trait.
Supporters of Family with Sickle Cell Disease is an exclusive, comprehensive organization that serves Oklahoma's sickle cell community. Our mission is to effect systematic change in the areas of patient care, education, advocacy, and awareness, and to improve the quality of life for sickle cell patients and their families.
Supporters of Families offers programs such as mentoring, advocacy and family support, sickle cell camp, and much more.
We have 2 offices, one in Tulsa, one in Oklahoma City. You also can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then for more information, you can call 918-619-6174 or go to www.sicklecelloklahoma.org.
If your credit starts with a 3, 4, 5, or 6, this is for you. Did you know that it's costing you to have bad credit? You can't get qualified for that house or apartment and you're paying high interest rates, along with paying high car insurance, and it may be costing you that job that you really want. What are you waiting on? Take more of a holistic approach. Pick up the phone and call the Credit Shiro at 832-642-1554 or text CAMP to 76626. With 13 amazing services, we restore and repair generations to come. Once again, call the Credit Shiro at 832-642-1554 or text CAMP to 76626. If you know better,
Tulsa Transit is excited to introduce the Route 969 Workforce Express Network. The new Highway 169 Corridor Job Shuttle, WEN, is a fixed route service offering access from North Tulsa and Turley. Stops include Macy's, Amazon, Whirlpool, and Port of Catoosa. Save time and money when you ride the WEN Route 969. And for your protection, buses are cleaned daily. Visit tulsatransit.org for more details.
Searching for ways to grow your business? Or perhaps you would like to invest in Tulsa's African American community? The Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce is a great place to start. The Chamber was created to serve and increase the visibility of needs in our community. It is an umbrella organization for local businesses, the Tulsa Juneteenth Festival, BWS for Black Women in Business, and the Grassroots Economic Development Fund known as BWS The Power Group. For more information about the Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce or to donate to the Power Group, visit bwschamber.com.
Welcome back to the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show here on KBOB 89.9 FM. We back with Coach Robert Allison. Now we just talk about this 918 league that you got starting. So, Coach, tell us a little bit about the 918 league. How did it get started? What made you think about it? What made you want to do it?
It leads to college basketball, like we were talking about, seeing kids in that age range from 18 to 22. A couple summers ago, this was probably summer of 18 or summer of 19, one of those 2 summers before COVID, had open gym for my players, and then a bunch of alumni were back, and then a bunch of guys from other schools that were graduates that were playing college ball that are in for the summer, looking to run open gym. I mean, we might have had 30 guys there, and quality basketball. Bunch of junior college guys, bunch of Division II guys, because unlike Division I, NAIA, Division II, and junior college, one, it needs to be celebrated because that's just as quality of education. The other thing is they can't stay home. They can't stay on campus most of the time during the summers. So they're looking to play, and they're looking to stay in shape, and they're looking to stay out of trouble. And they're also from the 918. And we had a bunch of them in, and me and my assistant coaches were like, man, we could charge right now. I mean, this is good enough ball right now. If we got some refs in here and scoreboard, blah, blah, blah. And then it just started forming in my head, and I just started writing down all the Division II and junior college players and NAIA players from the 918. And I'm not just Tulsa, the suburbs, and even far stretches, Tahlequah or Pryor, good quality players that go play at NSU or UCO, or junior college basketball players that play at NEO or Eastern State or Murray State or whatnot, Connors. And so I just started writing some names down a couple summers ago, and I was wanting to start it last summer, but we all know what happened.
Yeah, COVID.
And so I just kind of had a paperwork for it. I wrote down some rules, just how can we make the games flow. I wrote down, reffing situations, security, just kind of had this idea of something really, really special for Tulsa. And I was like, Veterans Arena is right in the middle of Tulsa. Got the big parking lot, got the nice gym. It's something we could maybe have for a fundraiser, and it's something that could be exciting for these kids coming back during the summer. And another thing with the league is they have to be enrolled to play college basketball the next year. So it's just not anybody. We're not just signing up anybody that's trying to just play pickup. I mean, you got to be a legit college basketball player to be a part of this league. And you got to get permission from your college coach, and there's a waiver that they need to sign and a player fee to fund the league, because we'll get some jerseys for them and all that. And but we got a good list of the quality basketball players that have played at Central, East Central, Rogers, Memorial, Webster. The list goes on, Booker T and Union, Jinx. I mean, there's a lot of quality basketball players that don't get the recognition maybe of Caleb and Keelan Boone or some Division I players, but they are quality basketball players that need to get some great run during the summer, competitive, and represent this community. And hopefully it can be a tradition. They've had leagues like this in the past. I know Champions, remember Champions out south?
Right.
They used to have a college league out there. And I know the West Side's had some stuff where they have that Skins League. But the difference between us and them is ours is going to be set draft and set teams, local coaches, local high school coaches, trying to get as many names out there, see if they want to help kind of coach with it.
Now, where are you all going to be playing the games at? Where will they be at?
Veterans Arena, Tulsa Memorial.
Okay.
I sent it in to Tulsa Public Schools, and Mick Wilson thought it was a great idea, and so did Gil Cloud, and they approved it. And we got the dates lined up in June. Probably going to start June 13th or 15th, and it'll go. There's a dead period where we can't be in the gym from the 26th of June until July 4th, and then we'll re-kick it up July 7th, 8th. All the dates we put on Twitter, but there's 8 dates, and it'll be great league play. We'll keep standings and stats, and have an announcer, security. We're going to make it. We're going to try to make it a real summer vibe, but with great team basketball.
Now, will you all be able to bring in Division I coaches? Will they be able to come and watch the players or anything of that nature?
With some of the JUCO guys that we'll have in, I don't know what exactly the recruiting rules are. With COVID, Division I coaches haven't been able to be in person for stuff for the last year, and I know the dead period's getting lifted maybe June 1. So I don't know the particulars on that. Most of the we say we got 56 guys. I bet 20 of them will be junior college, that they're going back to their junior college, and then the other guys will be Division II or NAIA, where they're not on the radar of Division I's because they're still playing for their 4-year schools. But those Division II coaches will come and keep tabs on their guys, be like, wait, you need to stay in shape, or this or that. It's just good for Oklahoma, I think, and for the Tulsa area. And it's just kids that graduated from 918 high schools.
Okay. Now, what are some of the coaches that you're going to have involved in this? They're going to be doing some of the coaching.
Guys from my staff, I think Coach Draper Sturdivant might be involved, and Coach Joe Thomas. I don't know if I'll have a team or not, because I'll be busy running around making sure everything's being ran the right way. I've talked to Nikki Harris about it. Coach Nate Harris's son, he's all on board. He's ready to rock and roll with it. Sepulpa's coach, Ricky Bruner, I've talked to. Jimmy Walker, the girls coach at Central. I know he's interested. I'll talk to Coach Daniels, Coach Eli Brown about it, maybe some assistants from other suburban schools or whatnot. But I'll be sending out information this last week, right after tonight. I mean, I'm going to send out information this week, and hopefully we'll have a good little coaches meeting sometime in May, draft up the players late May, and have the rosters sent out, and have the players all on board where they're willing to commit. I mean, if they got family vacations and jobs and whatnot, we understand, but we hope it's something that they designate the time to get out there and really show out some great basketball.
Now, do they have to stay in the 918 area code? Can it be someone like, say, they coming down for the summer to stay with their dad or stay with their mother, and when they leave, they going back to like California?
Right.
Can they still play in the league?
Yeah, no, there's all sorts of gray area I can work with on that. But if they have the ones we're looking for more than anybody is people that we have relationships with and that the community has relationships with that graduated from 918s. And some guys will be, back from Georgia, Division II school in Georgia, let's say Burke Putnam, who is a stud all-stater at East Central. Say he's coming back and staying here this summer, and he's going to play with them next year. But he's here that month in Tulsa. Well, no, he needs to sign up, get on this league, and show people that he's the real deal.
So is it a set? Say if you sign up, you got to play both months, or can you play 4 games or 6 games or 2 games?
Yeah, we can look at that.
What's the fluctuation?
That's the thing the kids really need to communicate about. That way, when we're drafting and everything, we're not. And there's going to be fluctuation because everything. This isn't a signed contract. This is for them, but also if they got to go back in July somewhere, they just need to communicate that. That way we can say, all right, player A is on this team. Now he can't be here this night, so let's make sure that maybe this guy comes over to this team just for this night, just so we have functioning running games, because we're hoping to have 4 games a night. We're hoping that every night the games start, I think it's at 4 o'clock. We got games at 4, 5:30, 7, and 8:30, and we got the rules: 2 24-minute halves, running clock, 6 fouls, and you foul out. That way, you're not too worried. If you foul 6 times, you probably need to sit down the rest of the night. It's not 5 fouls. We have great refs. I've already talked to the head, the guy that Coach Ships. That's the head of all Tulsa Public Schools officials.
Okay,
and he's got a good mindset for it, and he's excited about it. Hopefully, we can get a good flow with those games. 2 24-minute halves. That's plenty of basketball. We're wanting to cap the teams at 7. That way, nobody's sitting too much. 8's the maximum on a team.
Okay.
Because, you get 9 or 10, some kid might
not get to playing time.
Might get a little sore, and, we don't want them to sign up just to watch basketball. These are college players. They need to get up and down and get some real run in. And one of the big rules, and I talked to Mick Wilson about this when we got it together and we were brainstorming, is no bad sportsmanship. We don't need any negativity. We don't need anything sideways. If you get a technical, you're done for the night.
Wow.
If you get 2 technicals, you're out the league.
Wow. Okay.
We just don't need that. We don't need anybody. And that's another thing why we're making them be college basketball players, is because they're holding not only themselves to a standard, but they're representing their university. Because you get a kid doesn't have any
ties to anybody,
they can show out and kick the ball in the stands and go wreck a bathroom. We don't need that.
Yeah, but also to me it's a training.
Yes,
it teaches them that the ref may have missed the call, but I can't act a fool. I need to
next play,
suck it up and make it up next play. It happens. You don't make every shot. You don't make every pass. You don't make every defensive stop. So it happens. Let's pick it up. Let's play ball.
No doubt.
I like what you said, Coach, and this is really true, especially amongst basketball players. Basketball players don't want to play with just anybody. They want to play with some competition. So if you had them already coming to the gym on open court anyway, you might as well set something up so y'all can run something and really be able to show some talent on 5-on-5.
No doubt.
So I understand that, because basketball players are kind of iffy because you'd be like, oh yeah, let's go shoot some hoop. They'd be like, where? You'd be like, oh, at this gym. I don't know about that.
Who's playing?
Yeah.
Who's running with us?
Yeah. How old are they? Ain't no 40 or 50-year-olds are they?
Yeah.
So I get that one. I
Yeah.
get that one. So where can people, if they want to sign up, where can athletes sign up at? Where can they find out about it?
The best thing to do would be just to email me at allisro@tulsaschools.org, or they can text me. I'll get my number on the air, 918-809-3511.
Okay.
Just text me, say I'm interested, and then I'll get the waiver sent out to you and what all we need on your part just to make sure we're above board on everything, and we can just make this function and make this go. Because if this thing goes right and the players take ownership of it, because that's basketball 101, that's sports 101, it's player driven. If they can take ownership of it and really make it something special, this could be something that,
Coach, you might be up to 14, 15 teams.
I might, and we might have to start at 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love being in the gym, so I'll
So you're a gym rat, so that it don't bother you.
No, that's the only. Yeah, no, I'm beyond gym rat.
All right, Coach Allison, he's gonna be with us. He's gonna do one more segment with us, and we're gonna talk NBA. So make sure if y'all have a child that's played college ball, NAIA, junior college, they want to play ball this summer. Get it, Coach Allison, 918. He's gonna text me the information, email me the information. I'm putting it on our 2Dawgs Facebook page and also on our Twitter page, and people can see it there. So we're gonna be right back. We're gonna talk some NBA while we got Coach Allison with one more segment here on the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show on KBOB 89.9 FM.
Advertise in the Tulsa Black-Owned Business Guide. It's a monthly publication reaching all of Oklahoma and beyond, giving exclusive content about your business and many businesses that are connected to you. Full page and half pages are available. Purchase and artwork are due on the 25th of each month. Visit us online right now at www.tulsabobn.com for more details, or email us right now at tulsabobn@gmail.com for pricing.
Tulsa Transit is excited to introduce the Route 969 Workforce Express Network. The new Highway 169 Corridor Job Shuttle, WEN, is a fixed route service offering access from North Tulsa and Turley. Stops include Macy's, Amazon, Whirlpool, and Port of Catoosa. Save time and money when you ride the WEN Route 969. And for your protection, buses are cleaned daily. Visit tulsatransit.org for more details.
If your credit starts with a 3, 4, 5, or 6, this is for you. Did you know that it's costing you to have bad credit? You can't get qualified for that house or apartment and you're paying high interest rates, along with paying high car insurance, and it may be costing you that job that you really want. What are you waiting on? Take more of a holistic approach. Pick up the phone and call the Credit Shiro at 832-642-1554 or text CAMP to 76626. With 13 amazing services, we restore and repair generations to come. Once again, call the Credit Shiro at 832-642-1554 or text CAMP to 76626. If you know better, you do better. Only the Credit Shiro can help you to save the day.
How to order chicken wings. Number 1, find a good wing spot.
I know a wing spot, Max Wings.
Number 2, decide if you want a combo or if you want to order a la carte.
Huh? What's that?
Well, combos come with chicken, veggie sticks, fries, and a drink for a discounted price. A la carte means that you order each item separately.
Ah, okay.
3, decide if you want bone-in, boneless, or cauliflower wings, and then determine the delicious flavor you want on your wings.
I didn't even know cauliflower had wings.
You learn something new every day. Have you been to Max Wings?
Yep.
Max Wings is located at 782 East Pine Street in Tulsa. We're open Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come to Max Wings, home of the dry rub fries.
Hi, I'm Denise Parker with Midtown Embroidery. We do it all from any type of promotionals, from screen printing, embroidery, school uniforms, Greek lettering, workwear, monogramming. There's no job too big or too small and no location too far. Let us be your one-stop shop. We're located at 2808 East 15th Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74104. Our phone number is 918-982-3254. Our email address is denise.tulsamidtown@gmail.com. Thank you.
Sickle cell disease is the #1 genetic blood disorder in the world that can cause many health complications throughout an individual's life. Over 1,700 people in Oklahoma live with the daily challenges of sickle cell disease. Thousands more carry the sickle cell trait.
Support as a family with sickle cell disease. It's an exclusive, comprehensive organization that serves Oklahoma's sickle cell community. Our mission is to effect systematic change in the areas of patient care, education, advocacy, and awareness, and to improve the quality of life for sickle cell patients and their families.
Supporters of Families offers programs such as mentoring, advocacy and family support, sickle cell camp, and much more.
We have 2 offices, one in Tulsa, one in Oklahoma City. You also can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then for more information, you can call 918-619-6174 or go to www.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
P&J Publishing Incorporated announces a new book release, The Entrepreneurial Woman. The World is Your Playground by Angela K. Chambers, MES. Available right now for pre-order at payhip.com/B/NB_A_C. The book release is set to hit June 1st, 2020. If you're ready to publish your book, visit us online at www.pnjpublishing.com. Unleash that book that's inside of you with P&J Publishing.
Everybody's talking about you and your
Hey, it's Alfred Woodard. When I'm in Tulsa, I keep it on K-Bob. That's how I find out what's really happening. KBOB 89.9 FM.
Welcome back to the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show here on KBOB 89.9 FM. And we got one more segment with Coach Allison. But I need y'all to make sure, all y'all Tulsa Central alumni, we need y'all to go get a legacy brick. They got a legacy brick fundraiser for the new stadium coming up. If you have any questions, call 918-833-8444, 918-833-8444, and ask to speak to Kip Shaw, or you can email him at shawcl@tulsaschools.org. shawcl@tulsaschools.org. Those bricks are 4x8 brick, $60. You get 3 lines. You can't put no profanity or nothing like that on the bricks, but you can put other stuff. If you want to put Cool Breeze, DJ Quick, whatever you want to put like that, you can. But no profanity, no crazy stuff that's going to get the school in trouble. But $60, 3 lines. 20 characters per line. That's all it takes. Let's go Tulsa Central Prairie. Let's get this going. We back here with Coach Allison. So, Coach, we always talking about LeBron James and everything else. He's a LeBron James hater, and I don't understand why. But that's neither here nor there. The saying is that the Nets has a big three. Do you think that the Nets are a shoo-in to win the East?
No, not at that level of basketball, not in any level of basketball, especially, that East, 76ers and the Bucks. And, I think one of those three teams are a shoe-in. One of those three, though. But, no, I don't think anybody's a shoe-in. And then, defense, I haven't watched much on the Nets, but anytime I'm listening to NBA TV or watching anything, the first thing people are wondering is, can Steve Nash get them to get stops? Because they can go score on anybody.
They can score.
But can they get stops? And then can they handle adversity? And who's going to take that last shot in the fourth quarter? And all those little things that might sneak up on them. Because with the 76ers that Embiid's taking it. And with the Bucks that Greek freak Giannis is taking it. And even the Hawks, so Trae Young's taking that. And with the Knicks, Randall's taking it. But I don't know with the Nets. Durant should take it. But that's what I'd be saying.
Wow.
That's just my personal opinion.
I think somebody else was saying the same thing. What say y'all?
The East runs through Brooklyn. They're the number one team in the East without the big three only playing 5 games. 5 games.
That's the only 3 games they play together, and they're the ones. Now, and you might be, and you're right. It does go through Brooklyn, and we might be talking in 2 months, and they might have won the NBA championship without losing a game. That could happen as well.
See, but this area they play 7, but I keep telling you, Embiid, they getting Tobias Harris back. He came back the other night. Ben Simmons is back, even though Ben Simmons don't score a lot of points. And Lord knows he need a jump shot
to save his life.
But on the defensive end and also running the offense, it makes a big difference with the Philadelphia 76ers. And what that does, it forces Embiid to go back down where he's supposed to be instead of trying to play a 7-foot point guard, thinking he got handles like Isaiah Thomas and shooting threes to force him back. And that's something that the Nets does not have is an Embiid. And if you think DeAndre Jordan or Blake Griffin can hold Embiid, you're crazy.
Well,
come on.
With the Nets, they said, how are they going to defend the 7-foot premier player that they're going to have to face in the Eastern Conference? Because they're going to have to either face Giannis or they're going to have to face Embiid. And how are they going to defend them 2 guys? Because them 2 guys are different. You can't zone him. With Giannis, we got to set up some kind of wall to make him shoot jumpers. Don't let him attack the basket.
Hold on, tell me. Now I said that last year. What you say? No, it ain't gonna work.
Well, I didn't came
now he's agreeing with me. He came to the realization. He came to the light.
But how is Philly and Milwaukee going to defend Brooklyn? Who you gonna double?
You don't have to double. I wouldn't double nobody. But I'll put Ben Simmons on KD. You just blew your breath. KD hurt.
I don't think it's gonna be that easy, because if they run pick and roll, are you gonna switch? Because what if KD and James Harden is playing pick and roll basketball? Are you gonna switch?
Yeah, they're a nightmare. They're a nightmare if you're manning them and with those matchups. And that you're talking about KD just made me hit my brain. He hadn't lost an NBA playoff series since he's been healthy. That's something that goes in favor of. I'm not trying to be devil's advocate both sides, but that's something that goes in the Nets' favor because with the Warriors, he was the man, and then they got hurt.
But think about something though. He had Steph and Clay,
and now he got
James and Kyrie.
Oh, but Kyrie is a head case. You don't know where he at.
Yeah,
and Steve Nash has never done this.
Yeah, he's never done it. And then you have James right now. He'll have a setback with that hamstring. And if he has to be forced to play before that hamstring is ready, you tweak a hamstring, that can last the whole season.
Yeah.
And he has to cut, and he controls the ball. So that hamstring can be lingering the whole until the season's over. So,
well, hopefully we can get him back at 100%.
But still, you got to play defense. Where is the defense going to come from the net? They have shooters. I agree with you. I agree with Coach. They got shooters. But where is the defense going to come from?
I think the defense will come once they get to play a couple more games together. But what everybody needs to wonder is, because you can't double because they have too many shooters on that side, because you can't leave Joe Harris open. You can't leave Blake Griffin open. You can't leave anybody open. You can't double anybody. So
I'll leave Blake Griffin open before I leave Joe Harris open. I'll leave Blake Griffin open before I leave KD open.
He's going to be Oklahoma guys are going to play a big, because not only Blake Griffin, but the Shake Milton with the 76ers.
Yes.
Oklahoma's tied into that East.
And
Trae Young.
And what you going to do? Like I said, it's going to come down to the Nets, 76ers, and Bucks. The Knicks is not going to be an easy out.
No,
they're the number 4 seed. They're not going to be like someone said on In the Room every Monday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. In the Room Sports Talk. As someone said last night, they said that the Knicks are not a major speed bump, but they're enough speed bump to make you tired.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
And to make you work.
The Thibodeau, he'll
and he's gonna play defense on you. And the Knicks, a lot this year, at the beginning of the year, it was rough. Once they started learning Tibbs' system and how he wanted defense to play, they have started playing a lot better defense. Matter of fact, they're the number 1 defensive team in the league.
Yeah, they're going to be very difficult with Randall getting his points and his rebounds. They're going to be they're not going to be easy out. It's going to go 6-7, whoever they play.
Yeah, and they seem to all get along pretty good. And I don't think they're going to be complaining too much on who's getting what shots. And I mean, the media is going to play the media and the Nets, because Harden has 40, and then Kyrie's got bad body language. That's another defender that they got to get ready for.
It's too much stuff up in the air with the Nets. You don't know what's going on. Don't get me wrong. And then you still got the Celtics. If the Celtics can ever get out their way.
What's their seed right now?
Right now, they're a 6 seed.
Yeah, and the 3 is Milwaukee.
Yeah. The 3 is Milwaukee. And the crazy thing about this,
the Celtics, yeah, they do.
They won't be in the playing game.
That's huge.
But the 6, 7, and 8, they're right there together.
Yeah.
And the Hornets,
they got half a game.
And the Heat is a half a game. The Hornets is 2 games back, and then the Hornets supposed to get ball back.
Okay.
So that 6, 7, and 8 can flip flop just like that. And they have 14 games left. It can just flip flop real quick.
Right.
So, but if the Celtics can ever get their act together, they'll be a force.
No doubt.
To me, the Celtics need a rim defender is what they need. They need somebody who can get 20 rebounds and who can defend the rim.
Well, they wanted to get Drummond, but Drummond chose to go.
Yeah,
you know where?
Yeah, to the
lake show.
Yeah,
to the lake show. You already know.
Yeah, purple and gold. I don't understand it, but yeah, to me that's all the Celtics need, because they can defend on the outside. They had 2 perimeter scorers. They have a veteran point guard, and that's always a good thing to have in the playoffs. But I just don't see them defending the rim.
You're right on that. You're right on. They do have depth everywhere but there.
Yeah, but big man that can get 20 rebounds and can defend the rim, because the rim wide open.
Yeah. Okay. So, but
that's
not good against Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, that's it. I think there's the 3 teams that can stop Antetokounmpo is the Knicks, Philly, and probably the Nets if they get their act together. But the wild card, I think, is Miami.
Yeah,
Miami has been really wishy-washy. And Butler's been very upset lately because he thinks Bam is not going hard enough. He's saying Bam is trying to be too soft. He need Bam to be forceful. And they're a veteran team, but that's the wild card of if the Miami Heat, which Miami team are we gonna see?
Yeah, which one is gonna show up? We're gonna get the contenders from last year, or we gonna get these pretenders that we've seen off and on this year?
But let's talk about this West for Coach had to get out here. Let's talk about this West. You have the Jazz as the number one seed. I think that's a fluke. I'm sorry, I'm not a believer of the Jazz. Yes, do it go back to the Malone and Stockton? Could be, but I just don't believe in the Jazz.
Donovan Mitchell is the real deal.
I said the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell is not the only person on the Jazz.
They shoot.
They don't. Who's their number two player? Bogdanovic.
I think it's a combination of three guys.
Who? I know you're not finna say Gobert.
No, Gobert is a rim defender.
That's it.
But that's all he needs to do.
And then you don't know where his head going to be because last night his head was all over the place.
Yeah. When's the last time a team do they have a Hall of Famer? Is this kind of the equation with an NBA title? And do the Jazz have a Hall of Famer? Because the last team to win it without a for sure Hall of Famer was the Pistons with Chauncey Billups, which probably will be, but the Jazz, that's the template. If you don't have a Hall of Fame, for sure one, can they do what the Pistons did in 2004? Because other than that, you got to have a Hall of Famer. You might, damn near got to have two.
Yeah, and the question is, will the Jazz even finish in first?
I don't know.
What's the standings?
You have the Jazz as 1, the Suns is 2, which is basically a half game back behind the Jazz. Then you got the Clippers. My fault.
Yeah.
I mean Clippers.
Yeah.
Then you got the Nuggets, which I think they're gonna fall out. They're gonna get tired out because they're just over. It's not that Murray gone, but I think they're overplaying right now. They having to extend so much energy. The Joker has to extend so much energy for them to win, and they got to keep this seed because the West is so tight. You lose 3-4 games, you're down in the playing game.
Yeah.
You know, you got the Lakers at number 5, and then you got Lakers, they're not gonna drop further than 5. They won't drop further than 5 because you got the Mavericks, which is the next closest thing to the Lakers. So the Mavericks is 3 games back. So they won't drop no further than 5. So then you have the Trailblazers at 7, Grizzlies at 8, Spurs at 9, Warriors at 10, Pelicans at 11. That's your top 11 players. The Pelicans have a chance to reach the 10. They still have a mathematical chance to reach the 10, but I still don't think they're going to do anything. But you don't want to mess with that beast in Zion in the playoffs.
To me, the Pelicans are one player short to really being a really good contender. They got some good pieces.
I think they need a big man. They need a real big man.
You think so?
You're gonna move Zion to the power 4.
Yeah.
You're gonna move Zion to the 4. You need a 5. Zion right now they got Zion basically playing point forward.
Yeah.
So you're gonna move him to the 4. You get you a big man that can solidify that inside. I think Ball is a serviceable point guard. He's been playing a lot better lately. I think he don't have a choice because otherwise he's gonna let his little brother show him up.
Yeah.
You know, so now you have that sibling rivalry that's causing him to really step his game up. And then you got Ingram shooting your lights out, which I think he done backed off a little bit since the season done continued. So I still think they need a big man. I think where they're hurting is they need a big man, and I think they need a bench.
Those playing games are going to be fun.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
oh yeah. It's going to be
sides because you imagine Westbrook in a playing game and Steph Curry. That would be a nightmare.
Yeah,
because you really don't want to face one of them guys
for one game.
Yeah, because when them guys get hot,
And right now, Golden State is getting hot.
Yeah.
Curry has been Curry.
He been cooking.
Yeah, he's been cooking, and he know that he getting a playing game. He has to show out.
Yeah.
He don't have a choice. But I wouldn't want to meet Portland either. No. I wouldn't want to meet Portland. Portland is finally getting healthy.
Lillard also, he can get you 50.
Yeah, you got Lillard, you got McCaffrey, you got Nurkic, you got Melo. They're getting healthy.
Yeah, and they're deep.
Yeah, so
they can play two styles.
And the Mavericks, I'm not really worried about.
Yeah, the Mavericks are kind of disappointing. I think to me, they need another solidified wing player, is what they need, because it seems like it's either two guys that's taking shots. If Porzingis is there, they give it to Porzingis. If not, then Luka has to do everything.
They lack toughness.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, Coach.
The Suns, the Suns though, that's the team that's who I'm rooting for the most. Just because what Chris Paul's done in the NBA, but I mean, he should have done more with the Clippers. But the Thunder they were top 10 team in the NBA, and now what he's done with the Suns, if I have a rooting interest NBA wise, I think that would be fun to watch them do something special.
I think Chris Paul should be MVP.
I agree.
I've been saying it. People have been looking at me crazy because when I say who you think should win MVP, and I say Chris Paul, people look at me crazy.
They didn't make the playoffs last year.
And for what Chris Paul has done, he got them as a 2 seed in the West.
I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer because wherever he's going,
he's Isaiah Thomas without rings to me.
Yeah. But who do you think is going to win if the Lakers are healthy?
Yeah, Lakers. If they're healthy, that's
the heavens opening, letting you know.
If they're healthy, if they're healthy, I mean,
I beg to differ.
LeBron's got the NBA playoffs, the series down to a science, and then Anthony Davis is.
Yeah. We're gonna tackle.
What do you got?
He got the Clippers.
I'm telling you,
I know that, and they're built to beat the Lakers. They're the only team defensively. They constructed everything but they got to play them.
Yeah,
they got to get past somebody to play them though.
You're hurting.
And nobody's talking about Kawhi, and that's when he's at his best.
But you can construct the team all day long, but when you step on that court, that foundation might not be solid. I agree. Rondo makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah, he's over there now.
But still, with the Lakers, they're going to tackle Kuzma and turn his hair back black. And when they turn his hair back black, he's going to turn back into other Kuzma, the one that can score and play.
And that Schroeder's good.
And Schroeder's good. You got Drummond on the inside. Drummond has a different zeal to him now that he knows that he has a chance to win a championship. LeBron will be back in about another week or two. AD is getting back in shape. They have a bench. Lakers are going if the Lakers are healthy,
that's huge.
It's the Lakers coming out the West.
Lakers' best shooter.
Ooh,
best shooter?
Yeah,
probably Schroeder.
Yeah, and Anthony Davis hit him last year in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Just thinking about this, my brain's spinning. Doc Rivers has got a chance to, if the 76ers get by, it'd be something Doc Rivers versus the Clippers. That would be fun. Or Doc Rivers versus Chris Paul somehow. I don't know if that could happen, but Chris Paul and Doc Rivers should have won one together. And then if the Clippers make it with Lou and then the 76ers make it with Doc Rivers, that'd be fun.
But we know that's not supposed to happen. We know the Lake Show.
No.
Yeah, if they're healthy,
it's done.
Telling y'all,
it's over with.
The Clippers.
If it's the Lakers and the Nets, is that the 5 best players?
Yeah, that's top 5.
Yeah,
top 5 players in the league besides Giannis
and Curry.
Yeah,
that's 5 of the 7.
Yeah, but I think if Brooklyn faces LA in the finals, LA is going to be outmatched.
Kevin Durant get LeBron again?
Yeah, because KD is going to want to really beat LeBron For real.
But you also got to understand, LeBron is not going to want Kyrie to outdo him.
That's true.
So KD and LeBron
watch
you out.
Okay. Yep.
Now you got AD and Kyrie. They probably wash each other out.
Schroeder's just going to try to mess with them.
Yeah, so it's the bench.
Schroeder and Harden will get in a fight.
It's bench play. And then it's the inside. Whoever controls the boards.
Yeah, that's huge.
We'll see, man.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
I wasn't excited about the NBA playoffs until I came on this show, and now I'm ready.
Yeah, with the Lakers, you got the Lakers and the Nets. Whoever control the boards is going to win, and they got the rebound king. Yeah, that's at the Lakers.
Okay, but if it's
hack a Drummond,
yeah, but they're gonna have to control pace, because if it's at a faster pace, LA is not gonna be able to play at a faster pace like Brooklyn can.
Okay,
Brooklyn can run and gun. They got the ultimate sniper on the outside who really wants to win a ring by himself as the man of the team. Not with that constructed team that he was already with, was already a playoff contender before he got there. Now he got his own squad against old man Bron. Old man Bron now.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
We want to thank you, Coach, for coming on. Come on,
it's
2Dawgs Sports Talk
It's been
Show.
awesome to.
It's been fun, Coach. We want to appreciate you coming on.
Definitely. League 918.
Yeah, that's it. League 918.
Fans, $5. I didn't even mention that. It's $5 a ticket.
$5 ticket. Okay, yeah. $5 you get about 4 games. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's perfect.
So when the league starts, $2 is going to try to be there, and we also going to make the announcement on when the first game is, so people can get out there. We want to thank you, Coach, for coming on the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show.
Appreciate y'all having me.
And we appreciate it. We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Good luck next year, and I hope this 918 league is extreme success.
Definitely. Appreciate it.
All right. We'll be right back on KBOB 89.9 F.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
Searching for ways to grow your business? Or perhaps you would like to invest in Tulsa's African American community? The Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce is a great place to start. The Chamber was created to serve and increase the visibility of needs in our community. It is an umbrella organization for local businesses, the Tulsa Juneteenth Festival, BWS Black Women in Business, and the Grassroots Economic Development Fund known as BWS The Power Group. For more information about the Black Wall Street Chamber of Commerce or to donate to the Power Group, visit bwschamber.com. Sickle cell disease is the #1 genetic blood disorder in the world that can cause many health complications throughout an individual's life. Over 1,700 people in Oklahoma live with the daily challenges of sickle cell disease. Thousands more carry the sickle cell trait.
Supporters of Family with Sickle Cell Disease is an exclusive, comprehensive organization that serves Oklahoma's sickle cell community. Our mission is to effect systematic change in the areas of patient care, education, advocacy, and awareness, and to improve the quality of life for sickle cell patients and their families.
Supporters of Families offers programs such as mentoring, advocacy and family support, sickle cell camp, and much more.
We have 2 offices, one in Tulsa, one in Oklahoma City. You also can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then for more information, you can call 918-619-6174 or go to www.sicklecelloklahoma.org.
If your credit starts with a 3, 4, 5, or 6, this is for you. Did you know that it's costing you to have bad credit? You can't get qualified for that house or apartment and you're paying high interest rates, along with paying high car insurance, and it may be costing you that job that you really want. What are you waiting on? Take more of a holistic approach. Pick up the phone and call the Credit Shiro at 832-642-1554 or text CAMP to 76626. With 13 amazing services, we restore and repair generations to come. Once again, call the Credit Shiro at 832-642-1554 or text CAMP to 76626. If you know better, you do better. Only the Credit Shiro can help you to save the day. Advertise in the Tulsa Black-Owned Business Guide. It's a monthly publication reaching all of Oklahoma and beyond, giving exclusive content about your business and many businesses that are connected to you. Full page and half pages are available. Purchase and artwork are due on the 25th of each month. Visit us online right now at www.tulsabobn.com for more details, or email us right now at tulsabobn@gmail.com for pricing.
Hi, I'm your host, Prima Donna Braddock.
And I'm your co-host, Jennifer Brown.
And our radio show is Real Life, Real Talk, a talk show for sharing relevant information to help women win in life.
You can catch us every Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. on KBOB 89.9 FM.
Welcome back to the 2Dawgs Sports Talk Show here on KBOB 89.9 FM. You also can stream us live at KBOB899.com. And you can catch us on 2Dawgs Facebook page and the KBOB 89.9 FM Facebook page. Go like our 2Dawgs Twitter page. Go like the 2Dawgs Twitter page, and then make sure you scroll on over to the YouTube and go like the 2Dawgs YouTube page. And also KBOB 89.9 FM also has a YouTube page. So go subscribe and like both of those pages.
Yeah.
Oklahoma Ready Community Vaccine Pod and Food Distribution Friday, April 30th, 2021 from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 36th Street North Event Center. That's 1125 East 36th Street North, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106. If you want a vaccine, you can sign up at signupgenius.com/go. That's GO/North Tulsa VAX, or you can just call 211. They'll be giving away 200 vaccines that day. And this event is sponsored by Oklahoma State Department of Health. Supporters of families with sickle cell disease, 36th Street North Event Center, and the Tulsa Health Department out north. Oklahoma Ready Community Vaccine Pod and Food Distribution. You do not have to get a vaccine to get a food box. So if you want free food, need free food, you can come to 36th Street North Event Center from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or until we're out to get a free food box on Friday, April 30th, 2021 at 36th Street North Event Center. That's 1125 East 36th Street North, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74106. Now, this Thursday is the draft. 2021 draft, and we supposed to talk about this, but next week, on our show next week, we have national touring comedian Mark Howard will be on the show next week. We're going to talk about something being a comedian, what it's about, and also he's going to come in and talk about the draft. He's a football and a sports maniac. So we're going to have a national touring comedian Mark Howard on the show next week. And also the Little Pups will be back up in the house.
Yeah.
Y'all know when we had a Little Pups here, it's comedy and it's crazy, the whole entire show. when we have the Little Pups here. So make sure y'all tune in next week. All right, we have this is what it is. The first 5 with Mel Kiper and Todd McShay. We all know we got Trevor Lawrence going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have the New York Jets taking Zach Wilson. How Zach Wilson ended up at number 2 from BYU over Fields and Trey Lance and even Mac Jones.
Yeah, I
never know.
Yeah,
but it's the Jets. Mac Jones, they have him going to the San Francisco 49ers, but the 49ers came out the other day and said they're after the pro days of Fields and Trey Lance and Mac Jones, they're undecided.
I would be too. From what I've seen from Trey Lance, I mean, whoever gets him, if he get in the right system with a quarterback coach, he's gonna be awesome, guy. Cause that guy can flat play football. Period. I don't care if this because he played Division 1 AA ball and he didn't play Division 1. I don't think it would really make a difference. And he's gonna really show
what he can do. Okay, number 4 pick is the Atlanta Falcons. Do you think the Atlanta Falcons should go offense here or should they go defense? I think they should go defense.
I think they should go defense. You have a veteran quarterback. You have a great receiver in Julius Jones. That isn't
Julio. But
Julio
Julio Jones is on the trading block. They're listening to people.
Trade for Jones?
Oh, Julio Jones. They're listening. It came out yesterday. They're listening to see of talks on who might want Julio Jones. If he leaves now, it's a $24 million cap hit. But if they wait till June 1st, it goes down to 18 million or whatever. It drops. So they're talking about maybe either releasing him or trading him.
You know what I would love to see Julio Jones go to?
Seattle.
No, I was thinking of Green Bay.
Oh, Lord have mercy. That would Aaron Rodgers would be in hog heaven.
Boy, he could just. Hey, I'm throwing it up.
You got Devontae Adams on one side, and you got Julio on the other.
Yeah.
Woo-wee. Lord. And you got Jones in the backfield.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
The Packers would be live.
Good goobity goose. That would be boy howdy.
Yeah, I was like, that's or Seattle with Metcalf on one side and him on the other,
and move Tiger to slot.
Ooh, with Russell Kinfolk Wilson at quarterback.
You got Carson in the backfield. Run him over Carson.
Yeah, that
boy howdy. Good goobity goose, boy howdy.
That's a big time commodity.
Those two. If Julio Jones was to make it to them two teams right there,
that'll change the whole scope of the NFL. That change the whole scope.
And then what can happen is now Seattle can focus on defense.
Yes. Yeah, they wouldn't have to worry about offense no more.
Get some offensive linemen.
Yeah.
And defense.
Yeah. Some pass rushers.
Man. Ooh. Suck it now.
You just got hyped.
Julio Jones to Green Bay?
Yeah. With Aaron throwing the rock.
With Devontae Adams.
On the other side. Or you can line them side by side.
And John, oh, good God from Zion. Have mercy.
I'm just saying that, I mean, you put a caliber player like that on the trading block, there's a lot that can happen.
I know we got sidetracked off the draft, but we started thinking about Julio Jones going to either Seattle or
Green Bay. Yeah, that's saying a lot. It's a bunch of other teams he could go to. I would like to see him also go to. Let's see who really needs the extra guy, or let him go down there with Tua to Miami.
Nah.
You want to see him go down there?
Nah, that wouldn't fit.
It wouldn't fit.
No.
Or him going to he couldn't go there to Arizona with D Hop on one side and him on the other with Kyler.
They already got remember they picked up AC Green.
Oh, okay, they got AC Green.
I would like to see him at the Patriots.
With him and Cam?
Yeah. I think that would be a good fit with him at the Patriots.
Yeah, because Cam does like to throw the long ball. Yeah. And Julio can go get that rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. Yeah. I know somebody else really likes that too if you're listening. But I ain't gonna say his name.
Or people keep saying the Ravens, but I like them.
The Ravens
I like them at Pittsburgh.
Man,
I don't want them there, but man, that would be nice here at Pittsburgh, man. That would be nice.
Well, I mean, but what
now you don't have Schuster as the number one receiver no more.
Yeah, you put him at slot.
You got the light skinned brother.
Oh yeah, Claypool.
Yeah, you got him on one side. You got Julio on another. You got Schuster at the slot.
But how long is Ben playing?
But Ben will have somebody to throw to. He'll have somebody that's getting open.
Oh, well, Claiborne gets open.
So I don't know. Okay, here we go. Cincinnati. They're either gonna pick up a receiver or they're gonna pick up a lineman. They're either gonna pick up. I say Jamar Chase. I can say him, or they're gonna pick up the lineman from Oregon.
I think they should get a lineman. You got a franchise quarterback that is getting hit a lot. It got sacked more times last year than he did his year at LSU. He needs some blocking. So I would definitely try to help my franchise quarterback with some help on his backside so we can throw the ball down the field.
Yeah. They got Jalen Waddle going to Miami, which that's a familiarity with him and Tua.
Yeah, like
Detroit, they got Trey Lance going to Detroit.
No. But that might help him, but Detroit need to
See, but I got Penei Sewell. To me, I think Cincinnati should get Penei Sewell from Oregon. That's the lineman that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Don't get a receiver.
Nah.
Because you got receivers all doing this draft.
Yeah, it's
get somebody to protect your quarterback.
Yeah.
He coming off a knee injury.
Yeah.
You need somebody to protect their quarterback.
Yeah. You paid all that money for him. Now protect him.
Denver Broncos with Justin. They got Justin Fields going to the Denver Broncos. I don't like it.
I like it. That's a good fit for him. He's going to be in a division that's throwing the ball down the field. You get to face Kansas City twice a year. You're going to face the LA Chargers with Herbert. He's going to be throwing the ball down the field. So let him compete. Let him get. He got a lot of speed.
Yeah, because they don't have a quarterback.
No.
Drew Lock is not the quarterback.
No, but Fields can be.
Yeah.
And in that division, you have a young quarterback that's throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah. So you got the Dallas Cowboys getting Patrick Surtain. We need a corner.
Yes.
That's a press corner.
Yes.
And we need a press corner.
Yes. Defense.
Yeah.
Defense. We don't need. Unless you're a lineman, don't sign up for the Cowboys. We need defense and linemen.
Yeah, we need a safety.
Yeah,
and we need some corners.
Yeah.
But next week we're gonna talk about after the draft starts this Thursday in prime time, and that's what we're gonna talk about next week. We're gonna talk about the draft. We got a little pups in here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
Mark Howard.
Yeah.
And it's going down.
Nationally touring comedian. Next week, Mark Howard's gonna be in here, and we're gonna talk about the draft. We're gonna talk about some NBA talk.
Yeah.
It's going down here on the 2Dawgs Sports Talk next week. Tune in Tuesday, 6 p.m., 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, only on KBOB 89.9 FM. And you can stream us live at KBOB899.com. And you can catch us on the 2Dawg and the KBOB 89.9 FM Facebook page. And go to YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube page, the 2Dawg YouTube page, and subscribe to the KBOB 89.9 FM YouTube page. And if you like what you hear on the air, we need your donation. You can go to www.kbob899.com and you can donate to this radio station. It's community radio. We have all these shows. If you like what you hear, donate. You bark at us, we bark back. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
Yeah.